Art to me is kind of like doing something that captures a feeling that one might want to feel. Music does that for me. Between happy and sad and all that, it creates all the feelings. When I play music, it's not just about what's written down on paper. I feel that I hear it, I compose it. It's art. Makes me feel good.
Movie, and then I watched some interviews with him, and he said that basically why he made the movies that he did is because in his culture there was a great fear of death, and his mother was always afraid of death, and he wanted to make things that would combat that feeling of death or hopelessness in our lives.
I think that art is unique because not only is it culture, but it has foots in two camps. It has a foot in the unseen or in the spiritual. So that would suggest that it has deeper roots than what we see or experience generally from day to day. This piece, I worked in conjunction with Jared Prescott, and it was a musical and art event. And he would give me a word, and I believe the word here was Ascension. In this case, the Ascension, it was a doll, but it suggests a kind of a extraterrestrial kind of movement, or a movement into another world, which I think we're all engaged in. Plus, it has a sense of a totemic sense, so it has a sense of layered consciousness.
The MAP project is Media Arts Peterborough, aka MAP, and there's buttons if you want one. It's an exciting initiative of a community cooperative web series that's going to be hopefully at the Reframe Film Festival. But anyways, pretty much it's using this camera here at Art Space in the Media Arts Lab, and with the artist in residency Lester Alfonso, and also with me, Angel Hamilton, I guess, and working together with the community to answer the question of what is art with other artists, which is really exciting.
And what's going on tonight with the MAP project?
There's a potluck, it's a small potluck, and it's pretty much a working board of directors coming together to meet and greet, and we'll probably have another one tomorrow.
Welcome to the MAP potluck. Yeah, so this is rice, pasta, organic, everything. These are organic. That's organic. These are organic.
This is the opposite of organic.
And both of you are organic.
I'm organic.
Yeah. There's unfortunately a lot of corn syrup in this, but
On that note,
whatever.
I'm making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
I just just want to say a silent prayer or a prayer before we start. Like, I just so in complete gratitude for everyone being here and crazy experiments in food and filmmaking and life making.
Namaste.
Namaste. So, Mike, you wanted to talk about projects?
Yeah. So I really want to start doing kids plays, and I have one kids play that would be just fantastic.
What's the theme?
The theme of the kids play?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Okay. It's Scooby-Doo without the dog. That's my play. It's called The Joke Ed Squad and the Mystery of the Dancing Mummies, or just The Mystery of the Dancing Mummies.
Wait, The Mystery of the Dancing Mummies?
Yeah. They're
Scooby-Doo.
I like the other
Yeah.
name. What's the full name?
The Joke Ed Squad and the Mystery of the Dancing Mummies. So it starts at Joke Ed Squad. So it's Josh, Ox, Claire, Ethel, and Dengus.
Oh, okay. Dengus.
Dengus.
Wow.
Yeah, Joke Ed. Yes, Joke Ed.
What we need is our very own sort of Japanese sci-fi style, local myth to bring us together. Because really, it's an extremely diverse population, but it's going to reach all of those corners. So what is something that could kind of bring us collectively together and rage against the octopus as it's, swallowing our local landmarks? So for me, it very much was about having a sense of humor. They've been doing studies recently where they've found, as much as we understand of an octopus eye, that an octopus's eye actually only sees in black and white. But their skin, they believe their skin actually sees in color. Just one of these things that octopus have just evolved so different from the way we have that I find them fascinating. Yeah, so this was just a rough mock-up starting from the back of the bus that wraps. So this is the one side, this would be the front of the bus, around to the far side, and then to the back of the bus. And so it would, here's this one here, which is sort of that wraps around to the front of the bus and sort of engulfing the driver a bit, threatening to overtake him. And here's one that's kind of slithering down from the sky. And here is the famous water tower of Quaker Oats there, being swallowed by the giant octopus. And this one also I had targeted around the door so that the folks coming in and out actually have to sort of walk through the legs of the octopus. And the fact that the bus is going to be driving around the city and sometimes it's going to be splattered with mud or snow, and beyond just the actual images, the colors are very vibrant, and so even if there's just splashes of color showing through or there's just pattern that you find through, I think very visually attractive. It's a wonderful artistic community. There is an unbelievable amount of creativity and art that goes on in this community. It is also an extremely difficult community to make a living as an artist. I can get an amazing amount of support and creative influences from this community, but to make a viable living from art, I need to expand beyond the borders of Peterborough. I can't rely on this community to support me as an artist. And so my ventures have always taken me outside of Peterborough. It's not vacuous work, but I tend to express myself through humor. There's always kind of a humorous element, even in dark or sad moments. I tend to find and I think that's part of working in the field that I do in the healthcare, in that, I'm dealing with folks who are in horrific situations, yet you can find great humor and light on a daily basis in these places that all of us would rather not be in. But you make the best of what you got, right?
I don't know, I just did what the rules said, man. What did it say? There was those 3 words. It said it was supposed to be viable, relevant, and interesting. So that's what I figured it was, It says Peterborough on the side. It says the Electric City, which I researched, and Peterborough is known as the Electric City because they were the first, big towns to have power going through all of it and stuff. And obviously the lift locks have been here. They're older than me and you combined, so. But then I just kind of threw the graffiti, the color kind of, jumping off the side of it kind of thing. I found it on a Thursday and it was due the next Tuesday, so I just kind of smashed it out as fast as I could or whatever, but I kind of had a couple ideas in my head to begin with, and then did some research about the city and stuff and this whole electric city thing, and kind of went along the lines of that and tried to put something together in a matter of a couple days. Just kind of killed it all weekend while I was at home and stuff. That's about it. I tried. I did that down Nichols Oval, but you know, nobody can make money making art anymore. It's all like, it all depends on like if anybody, you know, you can make all these little trinket things and like the small little things that like nobody's gonna like, but like to me, art isn't about making money. It's about making people happy and doing what you want to do, whether people like it or not. You know what I mean? If you like the art that you do, then all the power to you. Keep doing it, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like you say, it's a struggle. Like, I've never tried to make a living off of doing art, and probably other people have tried, but like there's few and far between that actually do it. But I mean, that's the next question is, are you doing it to make money, or are you doing it to put smiles on people's faces? You know what I mean? That's what I do it for. So.
Art is a never-ending collection of broken things. Covered in broken things. Covered in cat fur. Covered in broken dreams. Covered in unpaid debts. Covered in truth, covered in lies, covered in old friends. Countless disappointed old friends. Fuck, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make this thing work again. It still sounds horrible. What is art? Art!
I want to be the pepper to your salt. But that isn't quite right, because what we have isn't simply black and white, so I want to be the paprika to your cinnamon. I want our voices to melt together like turmeric and cumin on a steamy frying pan. I want to be the cilantro you throw in your guacamole. The crushed garlic and chopped parsley of your tabbouleh. I want us to be that bottle of Cajun spice. All the little flakes of us mixed together until it's hard to tell what's what. I want to be the saffron to your rice. Wrap my arms around you and hold you tight like salty seaweed. I want to be the rosemary you hang above your basil, waiting to dry out. Because there's not enough time to tell you how nice you smell. Taste the lavender on your lips when we kiss. Honey, I'm the masala to your curry. And sugar, I'm in no hurry. So let's sit and simmer for a few hours. Let's turn the heat way down low. I'll taste you with my pinky finger. And if you're too hot, I'll give you a blow. Because I want to be the lone bay leaf floating in your carrot soup. Run my fingers through your ginger roots. I want to be the dill you sprinkle on your popcorn. The chili powder to your cocoa on a chilly winter's evening. The ice mint leaves to your jasmine tea. The sage you burn in the mornings. And that little rush that travels through your body at the mere thought, a whiff of wasabi. I want to be the chocolate to your vanilla, the apple cider to your vinegar, the coriander to your clove. Because honey, your spice rack is a treasure trove. Please let me be your oregano. Sprinkle me on your pizza or on your spaghetti, and honey, get ready, because we're about to spice things up.